Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive into the world of side hustles.
Specifically?
Yeah, specifically what people are talking about on Reddit,
Oh, cool.
over on the Truth the Side Hustles subreddit.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's pretty active, so we took a snapshot of the community on November 23rd, 2024.
Okay.
And
What'd you find?
let me tell you, it is
Hmm.
buzzing with activity.
Really?
We're talking 98,000 members all
Yeah.
trying to figure out
Oh, wow.
the side hustle game.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
It is a lot of people, so
All looking for that extra income, huh?
yeah.
It's fascinating how much interest there is in side hustles these days.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it seems like everyone's got one or wants to start one.
It does seem like it, right?
This subreddit is like a digital pulse
Yeah.
on the whole movement,
Right.
giving us like a real-time look at what's working, what's not, and
Yeah.
what people are excited about.
Exactly. And it's not just idle chatter.
No.
Some of these posts are getting serious traction.
Oh,
A post with 15 upvotes
just 15 upvotes.
can reach 150,000 views
Wow.
and potentially lead to 500 clicks from people who are interested in
Okay.
what's being offered.
So that's like a pretty decent click-through rate then.
It's huge. It's huge for anyone trying
Okay.
to promote their side hustle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And, I think it reflects a shift
Mm-hmm.
we're seeing in how people approach
Yeah.
work and income these days.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's economic uncertainty.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the desire for more flexibility.
Could be.
Or maybe it's just the appeal of,
Yeah. Being your own boss.
being your own boss. Exactly.
That's always a big one.
Yeah, it always is.
Yeah.
Whatever the reason is,
Uh-huh.
more and more people are exploring
Yeah.
alternative income streams.
I see that.
And speaking of alternative income streams,
No.
one thing that kept popping up on the subreddit was
Mm-hmm.
no-code tools.
No code tools? Oh, yeah.
It seems like everyone's talking about those.
I've heard of those, yeah.
I even saw a post from a moderator
Oh, wow.
called Thursday Plant.
Okay.
And
What were they saying?
they were talking about how these tools are making it easier than ever
Oh, interesting.
to launch a side hustle,
Okay.
So have you ever used any of these no-code tools yourself?
Yeah, I've dabbled in a few,
Oh, cool.
mostly for automating some tasks.
Oh, okay.
But what's interesting about this whole trend is that it really democratizes entrepreneurship.
I like that.
You don't need to be like a coding whiz
Right. Yeah.
to build an app or create a website anymore.
Exactly.
It's like those meal kit services
Oh,
that take all the guesswork out of cooking.
I love those.
Right. You
Yeah.
just get the ingredients and instructions.
Uh-huh.
No code tools.
Yeah.
Give you the ingredients and instructions.
To build a digital business, even if you've never cooked before.
That's a good analogy.
I love that analogy.
Right.
Yeah.
It makes it so much more approachable. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not just about no code, though.
Okay.
Artificial intelligence, or AI,
Right. Everyone's calling it AI.
as everyone's calling it, is also making waves on the subreddit.
Yeah, we're seeing people come up with all sorts of AI-powered
Oh, really?
side hustle ideas.
Wow. Like what?
Yeah, I saw one user,
Okay.
right, 2 years, I think,
Okay.
claim they made their first dollar in a month
Really?
with an AI-powered website audit tool.
That's impressive. I wonder how that works.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it makes sense, though,
Uh-huh.
given how rapidly AI is evolving.
Yeah,
It's crazy to think about.
it is.
It's not just about efficiency either, though. I saw
Okay.
another user, and in Durality92, I think,
Okay.
who's developing an AI-powered
Oh, cool.
phrase book for language learners.
Interesting.
Imagine you could have an app
Uh-huh.
that, tailors phrases
Yeah.
to your specific needs and learning style.
Wow, that would be amazing.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So,
And it seems like AI
yeah,
it's popping up everywhere, right?
it is, yeah.
I saw another user,
Mhm.
Gubin's Dev,
Yeah.
was talking about creating a news summarizing app
Oh, wow.
that uses AI to generate video summaries.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think
It seems like AI is becoming an essential tool these days.
you're right.
Yeah, if you're trying to launch a side hustle
Mm-hmm.
in the digital age, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think about the potential downsides, though,
Okay, yeah.
of relying so heavily on AI?
Yeah, it's a good point.
It's a valid concern.
Yeah.
I think it's important to remember that AI is a tool,
Mm-hmm.
and like any tool,
Yeah,
it can be used for good or for bad.
right.
We need to be mindful of the ethical implications
Exactly.
as these technologies become more powerful
Mm,
and integrated into our lives.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But It's not just about the cutting edge tech.
Oh, no.
Good old social media is still
Ugh.
a popular avenue for side hustlers.
Makes sense.
TikTok Shop,
TikTok Shop.
in particular,
Okay.
seems to be gaining a lot of traction.
I can see that.
One user, said Amin,
Uh-huh.
was asking about using the platform
Yeah.
to earn commissions through product reviews.
Oh, interesting.
Have you seen that trend emerging elsewhere?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Platforms like TikTok and Instagram are becoming increasingly integrated with e-commerce.
Interesting.
It's a smart move for side hustlers to leverage that, though.
Right.
To leverage the massive reach and influence of these platforms to generate income.
For sure. But before we all jump on the TikTok bandwagon, let's not forget that the subreddit also reveals the flip side of the side hustle coin.
What do you mean?
The challenges and struggles that people face.
Oh, right.
For every success story,
Yeah.
like Oak Negotiation to 1587,
Okay.
who made over $3,000 in 2 weeks
Wow.
with their ChatGPT Toolbox Chrome extension.
Oh, okay.
There's someone like Papi Cigarro, a single parent working as a cleaner, still struggling to make ends meet.
Oh, man.
It's important to acknowledge
Mhm.
that success stories,
Right.
while inspiring,
Yeah.
don't always represent the typical experience.
Definitely not.
Side hustles are not a guaranteed path to riches.
I think people forget that sometimes.
Yeah.
They see those big numbers and think it's easy, but it's not.
No, they require hard work, dedication,
Yeah.
and sometimes a bit of luck.
Definitely luck is a big factor, too.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes it comes about from difficult situations, too, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I saw this one post,
Oh, yeah.
Who's Afraid of 138?
Yeah.
They shared how they were laid off
Oh, wow.
and decided to finally launch that side hustle project that they had been putting off.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that even setbacks can be opportunities in disguise.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you ever experienced anything like that
Oh, yeah, for sure.
in your own career?
I've definitely had moments where I've had to pivot and adapt to unexpected changes.
I think that ability to be flexible and resourceful is crucial for anyone navigating the world of side hustles.
Or any career path, really.
Or any career path, that's true. But the good news is you don't have to go it alone.
That's right.
One thing that really stands out about this subreddit
What's that?
is the sense of community.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
People are constantly asking for advice and feedback.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing to see how supportive
Yeah,
everyone is.
that's really cool.
What kind of questions are people asking?
Well, some are looking for validation on their chosen path.
Oh, like
Lollabunga 25
okay.
is wondering if transcription jobs are still worth it.
Mhm.
Or Cashless Region is questioning the profitability of POD t-shirts.
EOD t-shirts.
Yeah.
What is POD?
POD stands for print on demand,
Oh.
which is a popular way to sell custom design products without handling any inventory yourself.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I actually tried a POD side hustle once,
Really?
but I never quite figured out how to market my designs.
Oh, yeah.
Effectively, it's definitely not as easy as some people make it seem.
Oh, not at all.
And that's a good point to bring up.
Hmm.
While this subreddit is a great resource,
Yeah,
it's important to approach everything with a critical eye.
absolutely.
Not all advice is good advice,
Right.
and not all opportunities are legitimate.
You got to be careful.
You do.
So what are some of the things to watch out for?
Yeah. What are some of the red flags that you've noticed on the subreddit?
Well, one thing that always raises a red flag for me
Okay.
is when someone is overly vague
Oh, yeah.
about what they're actually selling.
I've definitely seen those posts.
It's like they're trying to lure you in with promises of easy money,
right.
but avoiding specifics about how you'll actually make.
It's all make thousands of dollars a week from your laptop.
Yeah, exactly.
But then when you dig deeper,
There's no real substance.
there's no substance.
Yeah, and that's a big red flag.
Big red flag.
Another thing to watch out for is anyone who guarantees a specific income or return on investment.
Right.
Remember, there's no such thing as a sure thing,
Especially in the world of side hustles.
especially in the world of side hustles. Exactly.
Right. It's all about managing expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Side hustles can be a great way to supplement your income
Mm-hmm.
or even build a full-time business,
Yeah.
but it's not a magic bullet.
Definitely not.
It takes work, and there's always some level of risk involved.
Absolutely. Speaking of risk,
Yeah.
one area where I see a lot of potential for scams
Okay.
is in the world of online courses and coaching programs.
Oh, interesting.
Now, there are plenty of legitimate and valuable courses out there.
Right.
But there are also those that overpromise and underdeliver.
Like that YouTube automation course we talked about earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Always do your research before investing in any kind of training program.
Okay.
Look for reviews from other students.
Okay.
Check the instructor's credentials.
Yeah.
Be wary of anyone who claims to have a secret formula for overnight success.
That's a good tip.
Right. If it sounds too good to be true,
it probably is.
It probably is.
But let's say you've done your due diligence.
Okay.
You found a side hustle that seems legitimate, aligns with your interests, and you're ready to take the plunge.
All right.
What advice would you give to someone just starting out?
First and foremost,
okay,
I'd say start small.
Okay.
And focus on learning.
Start small and focus on learning.
Don't try to do too much too soon.
Okay.
Pick one thing and get really good at it.
That's great advice.
I think a lot of people get overwhelmed
Yeah.
when they first start exploring the world of side hustles. Because there's so many options.
How many options?
It's like being a kid in a candy store, you know? Yeah. It's tempting to want to try everything.
Right.
But you'll end up with a stomachache if you do.
I love that analogy.
Right.
Okay, so start small, focus on learning.
Yeah.
What else?
Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Okay.
There are so many resources available for side hustlers, both online and offline.
Right.
Connect with other people in your niche.
Yeah.
Join online communities.
Yeah.
Seek out mentors who can guide you along the way.
That's where the power of a community, like where the side hustle really shines.
Exactly.
The place where people can connect, share their experiences, and support each other.
That's great.
And finally,
okay,
remember to celebrate your wins.
Oh, that's important.
No matter how small.
It is, yeah.
Side hustling can be a grind.
Yeah, it can be.
So it's important to acknowledge your progress and give yourself credit for the effort you're putting in.
That's so important.
It is.
It's easy to get caught up in the hustle. And forget to appreciate how far you've come.
Well, this has been an incredible, deep dive into the world of side hustles.
It has.
You've explored the opportunities, the challenges, and everything in between.
It's been a fascinating journey.
It has.
And I hope our listeners have gained some valuable insights that they can apply to their own side hustle endeavors.
I think the biggest takeaway for me is that the world of side hustles is constantly evolving. What's popular today might be obsolete tomorrow.
That's why it's so important to stay curious, to keep learning, and to be willing to adapt, to change.
You got to be flexible.
You got to be flexible and to remember that it's not just about the money.
No.
It's about finding something you're passionate about and creating a work life that you love.
Beautifully said. On that note, I think it's time for us to wrap up this deep dive.
All right. Until next time.
Yeah. Until next time.
Keep hustling, keep dreaming, and keep exploring all the amazing possibilities that the world of side hustles has to offer.
I love it.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, it really is like having a whole network of mentors at your fingertips.
It is. And, you know, as we're talking about all these potential pitfalls, it strikes me how important it is to have a discerning eye when navigating the side hustle landscape.
Absolutely.
It's like penning for gold.
Ooh.
We have to sift through a lot of dirt and gravel to find those nuggets of genuine opportunity.
I like that.
And speaking of sifting through information, one thing that's been really interesting to see on the subreddit is how these trends that we've been discussing, like no-code tools, AI.
The rise of platforms like TikTok are all pointing to a larger shift in the digital economy.
Absolutely. It's becoming more and more accessible for individuals to create their own businesses and income streams.
That's exciting.
It is.
It feels like we're on the cusp of like a new era of entrepreneurship.
I agree.
Where anyone with a good idea and the willingness to put in the work can potentially build something successful.
For sure.
It's like the old saying.
What's that?
The world is your oyster.
Yeah.
But instead of pearls, we're finding side hustles.
I like that.
And it's not just about the money either.
No, definitely not.
I think a lot of people are drawn to side hustles because they offer a sense of autonomy and control over their work lives.
That's a big one.
It's about creating something you're passionate about, setting your own hours, and being your own boss.
That's the dream.
That definitely resonates with me.
Yeah.
I've always been drawn to that idea of having more flexibility and freedom in my work.
It seems like that's a common thread among a lot of the people on the subreddit. They're not just looking for extra cash.
Right.
They're looking for a way to create a work life that aligns with their values and priorities.
Exactly. And that's why I think it's so important to be mindful of the potential downsides as well.
Oh, for sure.
Side hustles can be incredibly rewarding.
Yeah.
But they can also be demanding and time-consuming.
It's a balancing act.
It is. It's important to find a balance that works for you.
Absolutely.
And to be realistic about what you can achieve.
Definitely.
It's easy to get caught up in the excitement and the potential, but it's crucial to remember that building a successful side hustle takes time, effort, and a lot of resilience.
And that's where the community aspect of the subreddit comes in.
Right.
It's a place where people can share their experiences, offer advice, and support each other through the ups and downs.
It's like having a whole team of cheerleaders, mentors, rooting for you from the sidelines.
Exactly. So as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I think it's helpful to take a step back and consider what we've learned so far.
Okay, let's do a quick recap.
All right.
We've explored the exciting world of Ruth the Side Hustle, uncovered a plethora of side hustle ideas.
We have.
And learned about the latest trends shaping the digital economy.
That's right.
We've also discussed the importance of approaching everything with a critical eye.
Absolutely.
Being wary of potential pitfalls and finding a balance that works for you.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
You know, but more importantly, I think we've highlighted the importance of mindset.
I agree.
The most successful side hustlers are those who embrace continuous learning, adapt to change, and persevere through challenges.
It's all about mindset.
It really is.
You have to have the right attitude.
That resonates with me.
Yeah.
It's not just about having a great idea.
Yeah.
It's about having the grit and determination to see it through.
Exactly. And that brings us to a crucial question.
Okay.
For you, our listener, given everything we've discussed, what stands out to you the most about this exploration of the side hustle world?
Yeah.
What piques your interest, sparks your imagination, or perhaps even challenges your preconceived notions?
That's a great question to reflect on.
It is, isn't it?
And while you're pondering that, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on something else.
All right, shoot.
With all these diverse side hustle options out there, how can someone figure out which one is the right fit?
Ooh, that's the big question.
It is the big question.
That's where the real journey begins.
Okay.
And it starts with self-reflection.
Okay, so how do you do that?
Well, you ask yourself some questions.
Right.
Like, what are you passionate about? What skills do you have?
Okay.
What problems are you uniquely positioned to solve? These are all questions that can guide you toward a side hustle that's not just profitable, but also personally fulfilling.
I like that.
It's like finding the missing piece of your own entrepreneurial puzzle.
Exactly. And sometimes the best way to find that missing piece is to experiment.
Oh, absolutely.
You know? Don't be afraid to try different things.
Right.
Even if you're not sure where they'll lead.
You never know what hidden talents or passions you might uncover along the way.
It's all about embracing the journey. Right? The successes, the setbacks, the unexpected twists and turns that make it all worthwhile.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And speaking of journeys,
okay,
let's shift our focus to a different kind of path.
All right, what path is that?
The one that leads us through the potential red flags and cautionary tales that lurk within the seemingly vibrant world of a side hustle.
That sounds a little ominous.
Yeah, a little ominous, but, you know, important to talk about.
Right, got to be prepared.
Exactly. So we've talked about the exciting possibilities, the importance of mindset, the need for, you know, a bit of healthy skepticism.
Absolutely.
But now it's time to get real.
Okay, let's do it.
What are some of the red flags that you, as someone who's been following this world for a while, have noticed on that side hustle?
Well, one thing that always makes me raise an eyebrow is when someone is overly vague about what they're actually selling.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're trying to lure you in with promises of easy money, but avoiding specifics about how you'll actually make it.
But I've definitely seen those posts. It's all like, make thousands of dollars a week working from your laptop.
Right, exactly.
But then when you dig deeper, there's no real substance.
Nope, no substance, and that's a big red flag.
Huge red flag.
Another thing to watch out for is anyone who guarantees a specific income or return on investment.
Yeah, you got
Remember, there's no such thing as a sure thing.
Especially in the world of side hustles.
Especially in the world of side hustle.
Yeah, it's all about managing expectations.
It is.
Side hustles can be a great way to supplement your income or even build a full-time business.
Yeah.
But it's not a magic bullet.
It's not. You got to put in the work.
It takes work. And there's always some level of risk involved.
Absolutely. And speaking of risk, one area where I see a lot of potential for scams is in the world of online courses and coaching programs.
Oh, interesting.
Now, there are plenty of legitimate and valuable courses out there.
Right.
There are also those that overpromise and underdeliver.
Like that YouTube automation course we talked about earlier?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You always got to do your research before investing in any kind of training program.
So what should people look for?
Look for reviews from other students. Check the instructor's credentials. Be wary of anyone who claims to have a secret formula for overnight success.
Yeah, if it sounds too good to be true.
It probably is.
It probably is. But let's say you've done your due diligence.
Okay.
You found a side hustle that seems legitimate, aligns with your interests. And you're ready to take the plunge.
Okay, I like it.
What advice would you give to someone just starting out?
First and foremost, I'd say start small and focus on learning.
Start small, focus on learning.
Don't try to do too much too soon.
Okay.
Pick one thing and get really good at it.
I think that's great advice.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people get overwhelmed when they first start exploring the world of side hustles.
Yeah, there are just so many options.
Right.
It's like being a kid in a candy store.
I love that analogy.
You want to try everything, but you'll end up with a stomach ache.
So start small, focus on learning. What else?
Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Oh, good one.
There are so many resources available for side hustlers, both online and offline.
Like where should they look?
Connect with other people in your niche. Join online communities. Seek out mentors who can guide you along the way.
That's where the power of a community like Ruth the Side Hustle really shines.
Exactly. It's a place where people can connect, share their experiences, and support each other through the ups and downs.
And finally, remember to celebrate your wins.
Yes, that's so important.
No matter how small they are.
It is.
Side hustling can be a grind.
It can be.
So it's important to acknowledge your progress.
Yeah.
And give yourself credit for the effort.
You got it.
That you're putting in.
So true.
Well, this has been an incredible deep dive.
It has been.
Into the world of side hustles.
We've covered a lot of ground.
We have. We've explored the opportunities, the challenges, and everything in between.
It's been a fascinating journey.
And I hope our listeners have gained some valuable insights.
Me too.
That they can apply to their own side hustle endeavors.
For sure.
I think the biggest takeaway for me is that the world of side hustles is constantly evolving.
Absolutely. What's popular today might be obsolete tomorrow.
That's why it's so important to stay curious.
Keep learning and be willing to adapt to change.
And to remember that it's not just about the money.
No.
It's about finding something you're passionate about and creating a work life that you love.
Beautifully said.
Well, on that note, I think it's time for us to wrap up this deep dive.
Sounds good.
Until next time, keep hustling, keep dreaming,
keep learning,
and keep exploring all the amazing possibilities that the world of side hustles has to offer.
Couldn't have said it better myself.